Of our feet together, knees out wide, starting to move down on our backs, allowing our knees to fall open with gravity, allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well, starting to connect with the breath. And again, before we start, I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong, which is always so wonderful. I feel like the gong for me resonates within me, and it gets rid, the beautiful vibration of the gong gets rid of any angst or any issues that I may have before starting practice. And it's a wonderful way to end practice as well. And again, moving down on our backs, soles of our feet together, knees out wide. If you have a bolster and a block, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's also completely fine. You can just use your mat or your towel or your blanket or whatever you have. Again, starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction, from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your bodies. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and content. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. And again, if you're up on your bolster, this is a little more intense. Exhale as your knees fall to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Opening up those right obliques as you do. Releasing any toxins that you may have built up. And again, smile. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. There's so much potential in every single day. Inhale back to center. Exhale as your knees fall to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those left obliques as you do. Breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. And again, if you're on the mat, let's wrap our knees, grab opposite elbows, drag those shoulders back and down. If you're on the mat, maybe rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. But if you're here on the bolster, then make sure that you don't rock so you don't fall off. And again, breathing in and out as you do. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, push up, remove your block, remove your bolster. Unless you'd like to actually just use a blanket underneath you, you can certainly do that as well. Roll back over on your backs, draw those knees in for a hug, rock back and forth. Again, massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend your legs below you, drawing your arms up overhead. Now we're going to go ahead and inhale and tense every muscle in our body. As we do, tense your toes, tense your feet, tense your calves, your thighs, your torso, every part of you, your arms, every muscle in your face as well. And then exhale as you move your legs and your arms to the right as far as you can. Again, in supine crescent. Again, opening up those left obliques, releasing toxins as you do. Keeping that left shoulder down, left hip down as well. And smile. Inhale back to center. And then exhale as you draw those arms and legs to the left as far as you can. Opening up those right obliques, keeping that right shoulder down, right hip down. Releasing toxins as you do. Inhale Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. And then exhale that right leg down. Flex your feet. Inhale as you interlace your fingers, placing them on that left calf. Exhale as you drag those shoulders back and down, dragging your calf towards your torso. As close as you can, emptying yourself of the breath. Inhale all the way up. Exhale as you empty yourself of the breath, drawing that calf in. Inhale all the way out. One last time. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Drag your calf in as close to your torso as you can. Inhale out. Allow that left arm to come up overhead. And exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. Again, look over your left shoulder. Keep that left shoulder down. And you can stay here again in this twist, but you can also use a bolster or a block underneath that left knee if you'd like. Or inhale first and exhale as you bend that right knee, grabbing onto your foot, your toes, your ankle. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, keep dragging that left shoulder back and down. Inhale first and exhale as you extend that left leg. If this is in your practice, grabbing onto your toes. Again, breathing in and out. Two of the families that were there last night just amazed me. Actually, there were so many synchronicities, but one of the families whose son just passed a few days ago, actually, where the son and the father were at an antique store years ago, and a woman needed a ride home with her antiques, and the son came up to the dad and said, "Hey, let's take her home. She needs a truck." So they did. Her son passed a few years later, but they didn't really stay in touch. But for some reason, her Facebook kept popping up on the mom's Facebook of this other boy. So when he passed just recently, she reached out to the other mom and found out about helping parents heal immediately. But just to think that this wonderful boy who insisted that his dad help him take this furniture home for this mom set all of this up years ago. It's pretty amazing. Good job. Inhale back to center. Draw your knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Then inhale first. And exhale as you extend that left leg. Again, flex your feet. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that right calf. And exhale as you drag your shoulders back and down. Again, opening up as much as possible. Inhale out. Exhale, draw your calf in as close to your torso as possible. Emptying yourself of the breath. Inhale out. And exhale as you drag your calf in. Good job. Inhale out. Allow that right arm to come up overhead. And exhale as you pull your right knee over to the left. Again, looking over your right shoulder, keeping your right shoulder down as much as possible. You can stay here, or you can inhale first and exhale as you bend your left knee, grabbing onto your left foot, left toes, left ankle. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, you can also use a strap, but it's always better not to use a strap to make sure that you don't go into an asana, into a pose too deeply. But if this is something that you're used to, you can always do that as well. Inhale first, and exhale as you extend that right leg. Again, grabbing on wherever you can, maybe using a bolster or a block underneath your right knee, your calf, wherever you are is perfect. Again, you can be using a second strap on this side, dragging your shoulders back and down, breathing in and out. In this full body twisted bind. Slowly inhale as you draw those knees to center. Good job. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. And then from here, let's go ahead and place our hands behind our thighs. We're going to do spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment as we do. So we'll do 3 or 4 of these. And arrive at the tops of our mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose, crisscross applesauce. Again, sitting in Sukhasana, allowing the backs of our hands to come gently onto our knees, making mudras with both sets of fingers. Gently closing your eyes, gazing inward towards our third eye. Again, keep dragging your shoulders back and down, opening up your hearts as you do. Make sure that your crown chakra is above your heart chakra, which is above your root chakra, completely in alignment. And again, feel as though there's a golden thread pulling the crowns of your heads up towards the heavens. As you breathe in, think I. As you breathe out, think M. Using straw breathing as you breathe out, or just imagine yourselves blowing out a candle. Gently open your eyes. Inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude. Gratitude for being here on your mat. Releasing anything that you need to as you draw your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling love for yourself and for others. Again, so important to remember yourself. Exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra. Again, releasing any fear that you may have. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness for yourself and for others. And exhale as you release whatever does not serve you. Just let it go. Good job. Place your fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm up and over. Find that left ear. Exhale as you drag your head over to the right as far as you can, but be gentle with yourself. Opening up that left side of your neck. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale your left arm up. Wrap your head, find that right ear. And exhale over to the left. Again, opening up that whole right side of your neck. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale down. Good job. And then from here, inhale first. And exhale as you extend that right leg. Again, we're moving into Janu Shasana. Keep both sit bones down. Your right foot is flexed. Sit up straight. Inhale both arms all the way up. Once again, twist to the right. And exhale down. Again, as far as you can. Reach, 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 reach with a flat back. Chin to shin. And then just curl in Janu Shasana. Again, if this is too intense, you don't have to go down as far. You can be using a block or a bolster on this side as well. Maybe place your left hand over your left kidney, puffing the breath into your kidney, keeping it healthy as you do. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee. Inhale first. Exhale as you extend that left leg. Drag your right heel in, sit up straight. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the left so that your sit bones are facing the left. And then exhale as you reach, 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 reach all the way down, chin to shin. And then just curl in traditional Janu Shasana. Again, maybe placing that right hand over your right kidney, sending the breath to your kidney, puffing it out, keeping it healthy. Good job. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you bend your knee, coming back into Sukhasana. Place your blanket or your bolster out in front of you if you have one. Don't worry if you don't. We're moving forward. Inhale that right foot up on top of your left thigh. Again, we're in half lotus. Sitting up straight, shoulders back and down. We're going to go into a deeper twist today, but you can go as far as you want. You don't have to go all the way. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you open east and west to the right. And then if this is in your practice, drag that left elbow on the outside of your right knee, or your right thigh, excuse me. Again, you can be here. You can also have your elbow in the middle of the mat. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, the deeper you go, the more you wring yourself out, releasing toxins as you do. So this is twisted half lotus. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you fold forward into the hips. Reach, 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 reach. All the way down. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. If this is too intense, just place that right foot in front of your left foot instead. You can also be on your elbows. If you're down, you can also place that third eye on the mat, rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Again, breathing in and out. In humbly bowing half lotus. Opening up your shoulders, opening up your lower backs, your thighs, and your hips as you do. Inhale as you walk your hands back again. And then exhale as you walk them to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Draw that right hand back or rock forward and take a bind. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, opening your hearts to the side wall, dragging those shoulders back and down. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that right foot. Inhale your left foot up on top of your right thigh. And again, if this is too intense, you can just place that left foot in front of your right foot. We're going to be going into a twist, but just go as deeply as you want to. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale as you open up east and west to the left. And again, you can either exhale as you place that right elbow on the mat in front of you or on the outside of your left thigh. Again, twisting as much as you can, releasing toxins, massaging your internal organs as you do in twisted half lotus. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you reach as far as you can with a flat back. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Again, in humbly bowing, half lotus, maybe rocking your third eye back and forth on the mat, opening up your intuition as you do. Again, you can be here, you can also be on your elbows if this is too intense. And let's go ahead and inhale as we walk those hands back again. And exhale as we walk them to the the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Draw that left hand back or rock forward and take a bind. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, drag your shoulders back and down. Open your heart to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that right foot. Good job. And then from here, I wanted to do legs up the wall. So let's go ahead and move our mats to the wall. We're going to be doing pigeon and other asanas in a more gentle position. Plus our circulation will be coming back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains. So make sure that you have room for dragonfly. We're going to be opening our legs. Make sure that you put your blanket halfway up because we'll be halfway down the mat when our legs are up. Make sure that you keep your block handy as well. Then place either hip up against the wall. It doesn't have to be a special hip. Whichever one feels good to you is fine. Inhale first and exhale as you extend your legs above you. Again, dragging your hips in, pressing your elbows into the mat to move closer to the wall. Again, in legs up the wall. Breathing in and out. Allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains. Again, this rejuvenates us. It also calms us down. It's a great way to go to sleep by first having your legs up the wall for 3 minutes. Again, breathing in and out. Slowly inhale and then exhale as your legs fall open with gravity. Again, as far as you can in dragonfly. Breathing in and out. inhale back to center. And then exhale as you bend that left knee, dragging your left sole of your foot down the wall. And then cross your ankle over that right below your right knee. Press on that left thigh. And then inhale first. And if this is in your practice, exhale as you drag your right foot down the wall. Again, don't feel like you have to for your right foot. If this is too intense, just leave your right leg extended. We're in resting pigeon up the wall. And again, opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. Again, any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there, allow it to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below, where it is recycled, regenerated as positive, healing energy. Inhale both legs all the way up, extending them. And exhale as you drag the sole of your right foot down the wall, crossing your right foot just underneath that left knee, pressing on your right thigh. Again, opening up that right hip. You can stay here in resting pigeon up the wall, or inhale first. And exhale as you bend that left knee, dragging your left foot down the wall. Opening up that right hip even more. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Slowly inhale as you extend those legs again. Exhale as you place the soles of your feet together, dragging the blades of your feet down the wall as far as you can into Baddha Konasana. Again, what we started in, breathing in and out. Inhale as you extend your legs upward. And then exhale as you draw them in for a hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Good job. And then roll over onto the right side in the fetal position. Again, taking a few breaths here. Sorry, this is really loud. Then using the strength of your arms, push up and move back to the back of your mat. Again, moving that bolster or your blanket as well. And again, roll back over onto your backs. Make sure that you have enough room to extend your feet below you. Take your block in hand. Inhale as you place your heels just below your sit bones. Exhale as you push your hips up, placing your block underneath your sacrum on the highest, second or third levels. Again, in a supported bridge. Breathing in and out. Again, you can either be in a supported bridge, or if you don't have a block, you can push your hips up, walk your shoulders under, clasp your hands in prayer in traditional bridge, pushing into the mat with your heels to rise higher. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, you can stay here, or you can walk your feet out so that you're on your heels and draw your arms overhead in a T formation or a mushroom formation. This is a deeper stretch. Slowly draw those arms overhead, walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block. And exhale, inch by inch, down to the mat. Then draw those knees in for a hug. Good job. Rocking back and forth. Then from here, place your feet as wide as the mat. Arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale as your knees fall to the left. Maybe touching your knees to the mat and the floor in windshield wipers. Look off to the right. Again, opening up your hips by doing so. Opening up those thighs. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the right, looking over your left shoulder. Again, opening up your hips, your thighs. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the left, and maybe place that left foot on top of your right thigh. Look off to the right. Slowly release that left foot. Inhale your knees back to center. And exhale down to the right again. Maybe placing that right foot on your left thigh. looking off to the left, and windshield wipers. Slowly release that right foot. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Inhale through your noses. Sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as a mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso. Palms are up to receive. Down to ground. Starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead. Extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are at Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow or next week. Namaste. Thank you all. So great to see all of you. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong to end practice. being here. So good to see everyone. I hope that everyone, oh, I see CV was on today. I was just talking to Patty about you yesterday. She's such a sweetheart. Anyway, so are you. And thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you tomorrow or on Thursday. Take care. Bye, everyone.